Yo, yo, yo.
Hey,
Want to welcome you back
everybody.
to Two P's in the podcast, Randomly Thinking Out Loud with your girl, Leah J.
And I'm Kamisha.
Want to apologize first and foremost to all of our subscribers and all of our viewers and everybody that's been reaching out and asking what happened to Thursday's podcast.
Life break.
Yeah, like kind of got a little hectic, and so kind of the holidays was here, kind of took a break from that.
Miss Felicia.
Yeah, and Mom Felicia
right.
passed away, so had a lot of stuff to just kind of take care of and be there for loved ones or whatever. But we do apologize, but we back live and in effect. What you with?
Yes, and I want to say
I want to be a rapper.
Yeah, I know you want to be a rapper.
Okay,
but I just wanted to say that I want to give a shout out to the Norview community for that
NFL.
The Norview reunion. It was
everything.
It was nice. It was great just seeing everybody, especially people that I haven't seen in a long time, and even the ones that I just see periodically, just sporadically. I don't see a lot, but I really enjoyed myself, and it was nice. It was a very nice event, so I just wanted to give a shout out to the Norview community.
Shout out to Ken, Buck, Comrade, and Creative Nation for putting that together for us. For the Norview thing, that was very nice. Yeah. Running into people we grew up with, Rosemont, Norview, like just everybody, man. It was good, and then all the love we got. So many people was be watching. Shout out to all the viewers. I was appalled. I was like, okay, y'all tuning in, and then for everybody who heard somebody say something about it and subscribe, man, we really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. We definitely appreciate the love.
We do.
But we back.
So we back, and we really are not prepared. We're really not prepared, but like the podcast says, 2 P's in the podcast, we randomly thinking out loud. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to really randomly say some of the stuff that we talk about. So excuse us if we get a little explicit or crazy or whatever.
So it's today today not for the who viewers.
For the what?
For whose viewers are we not for today?
My mama.
Yeah.
Don't look at it today.
I'm gonna just skip this one. Don't skip this one. We're gonna block her.
Yeah, we're gonna block you, Mom. But okay. So what you want? What you got? What you got? Do you want to talk about dating in our 40s, or you want to? I don't really want to hit on that one.
Why not? I'm single. You single. Why not? We're 40s. I don't know.
I'm not single.
Oh, my bad. Ooh. Excuse me.
I'm not single.
Oh, okay. Oh, we don't want to. I don't want to talk about that right now because
we have.
I just learned something new on air.
She lying. She know. You do.
I'm lost. Like deer in headlights.
Girl, shut. Next conversation. She like acting. She's gonna be an actress.
I don't know what I want to do.
She want to be an actress, and she gonna show her tail today.
I don't want to act. I want to rap. We need a DJ.
Well, go ahead and do something. Let me see what you gonna do.
Who, me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't gonna freestyle right now. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
What you got?
I don't know. Yeah. Let me steal Cardi B stuff. I'm gonna do it. So I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of stuff we could talk about. First and foremost, I do want to say this though. I want to say that every day we celebrate Black History Month. So, and every day we celebrate cancer survivors and those that are fighting cancer. Every day we don't stick to the norm of what somebody put on the calendar month. They say February. October and February is Black History, and all of February. We're not taking all of February. We're taking every day because every day we are Black and we make history.
Right.
Somebody somewhere. That's number one. Okay. Number one. Number two, people struggle and live with cancer.
Yes.
Every day. So why are we acknowledging it only in October? Why are we putting on pink only in October when, you know, someone's loved one is battling this thing every day?
Yeah.
And shout out to my dad who did last week his last radiation. So he was able to ring the bell. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes. Wicked, wicked. So I appreciate that. You know, that was a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, and he, you know, he's not no young. He think he young. He watches this. I know you think you're young, Dad.
Hey, Mr. Arthur.
But yeah, we I appreciate that. You know, so shout out to him. And that's something, you know, this is something that people live with every day.
Right.
So I want to, you know, acknowledge it. I don't want to wait. Domestic violence, somebody living with that every day. Right. You know, not just in the month that they said let's acknowledge
what
it.
Month is it.
I don't even know. I
should be wanting to keep up with it because I was a victim. I don't like calling myself a victim, but you know what I mean.
Sometimes you
then I was a victim, but I ain't a victim now. I'm not a victim anymore. But I was a victim of domestic violence, domestic abuse, and as a teenager, I experienced it as a teenager. And my first real relationship, I was a victim of domestic abuse, violence, and it lasted for like 5 years. So a lot of people don't know that about me. So when a lot of people see me that knew me from, you know, back in the day, and they always thought like, oh, she mean, she just nasty. It's not that. It's just that that's what I was dealing with, you know. So I dealt with that for, it went on for probably like 5 years. And I know a lot of people will say, why you just ain't leave? And, you know, people that have never been through that, that has never experienced it, it's easy for you to say, just leave. But sometimes, when you have never been through certain situations, like me, if I've never been through it, I just don't speak on it because you never know what someone else, how, you know, it's hard to get away. That's hard. It's hard right now for me to even talk about it because
I'm surprised.
I wasn't going to talk about it, but since it came up, I used to talk about it a lot once I was finally free of it, but I don't know. I don't like people looking at me like I'm a victim, but I think that it will help somebody else who's in that situation now. So to see me and to see like I'm past that and I moved on from it, and you know it's a part of it. Really played a major part in my character. Mm-hmm. You know, it played a major part in my character, my makeup. Like, it's how, you know, I ain't let it defeat me, but it was a major part of my makeup, you know. Just somebody just beating you and you helpless. And I was a child. I was a teenager. So when I first met him, I was like 17 years old. I think I was 17 years old. 16 years old. 16 years old. And then the first time he put his hands on me, I was like 8 months pregnant. So he didn't show me who he was at first. And I'm basically saying this again. Remember the last podcast that we did, and we had one of the viewers to say that we have to do better, and we have
the choices we make when it comes to women making choices and men and having kids or building a relationship.
Right. Per se. Right. So that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of sharing this. So that because sometimes people don't know why you say certain things that you say because they don't know your story. So this is just a piece of my story. This is just like the beginning of me becoming a woman. So it kind of molded me in the beginning to who I started to become, you know. So when you first find somebody or somebody finds you and you think that that person love you, mm-hmm. and you think you in love as a teenager, and as soon as you're pregnant with their child, you would think that, you know, because that's what he displayed at first, love, you know, and just basically taking care of me. I was young, taking care of me, like, you know, taking care of me. So then when he put his hands on me, it was just like, oh my gosh, now I'm confused. I had never been through that before. I ain't grew up in a household where that was going on, like, so I never experienced it before. And then when it happened, it was kind of like, what I supposed to do now? You got somebody that's threatening to kill you if you leave. Somebody that's threatening to kill you, like literally trying to throw you out of a car while you're on the interstate. Beating you, and people know and people see it, and nobody never did nothing. Like, I didn't even expect them to, because I was so scared of.
I wanted to.
You wanted to help me,
but you remember, I would admit, I've seen a lot of it growing up with close people, and I was one of the ones that never experienced it, but would always say, just leave, y'all stupid, and you know how I used to be, and not knowing.
I kept it from y'all for a long time. Like, y'all really didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
I think until y'all seen me with like a black eye or something, and then I covered that up.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, but I was so scared of dude. It was just like, I thought everybody was scared of him.
Everybody should be, huh?
He had me one day. The police came. Somebody called the police one night. He had me, and this one night, and the police came. But I was so scared. I thought, like, the police, he gonna get away from the police. I'm talking about this house. I was petrified of dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, I ain't never been scared of anybody like that in my life. But, it just goes to show that it's hard. And then you can watch it on movies. And only women who've been through it can really relate. When you have your friends, like, they saying, why you just don't leave, you stupid, and I wish a nigga would hit me, but no. Girl, but one thing that I can say is my daddy never knew. My daddy never knew, and my brother never knew. But it was like, when I decided to leave, that's when I called my daddy. Because I never wanted to involve nobody in nothing that I had going on if I knew I was going to stay. So when it was like 5 years, 2 kids later, now I'm ready. I can't take it no more. Called my daddy. By the time my daddy came, I don't even know what happened that day. I can't even tell you. But I ain't go back after that. So, I don't know. Just, if anybody's watching, and I don't know. Like, if you need somebody to talk to, if you're going through that and you feel like you don't have nobody to talk to, I mean, you can talk to me. I feel like I'm a loyal type of person to talk to when it comes to anything. For real, that would be between us. I could just be there because I wouldn't really know how to tell you, what to do to get out of a situation. All I could do is tell you my situation and how I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you need help, I'm here. I mean, I can't do too much. You had to call the police if you really ready to go.
I'm about to say, call the police.
Call the police.
You gotta go on YouTube to contact her unless you know a person. Call the popo.
I mean, you can reach me through Instagram or whatever. If you really wanna talk to me about, and you're serious about it, and you're in that situation, or you know somebody that is in that situation, a young girl that's in that situation, and she's kind of scared. Well, anybody, but I'm just saying, mostly young girls, because they don't have nobody that. A lot of them don't have I had nobody that I felt comfortable talking to about that.
That's a lot of people, though. I mean, abuse is abuse, and I feel like it don't matter what age it is. It's somebody probably 50 years old getting beat, and scared to come outside or scared to tell somebody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's nothing wrong with targeting or stressing it for the younger people, because, this does, situations like these do really kind of shape and mold who you grow up to become. Young. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being guarded, or when it comes to being vulnerable to this behavior repeatedly, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it, but at the end of the day, it's just it's a lot of avenues. It's a lot of different programs and stuff, and I mean, I was in domestic violence, but we was violent towards each other. I won't really like the one that got beat.
You want the victim.
I won't. Yeah.
No, you want the victim.
Wait a minute. You're making it like I was the victim. I was no. I'm not an abuser.
You were not the victim.
But and that making light of the situation.
We're really not, because I really went through it.
Because it's serious. But you find somebody. I mean, find somebody and seek help. And I'm shocked. Because a lot of stuff. You know your best friend, and a lot of stuff. She be like, oh, I ain't talking about this. I'm not going in depth with that. And the people don't need to know this. But sometimes being transparent to a certain degree is a good thing, because my life, I'm transparent, and I don't tell everything, but I don't mind opening up about certain things, and especially that I know could save somebody's life or could lead them in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? So right. I applaud you. Where's the hand clap for just opening up and talking to the people? I like that about you. It's thing here.
It happened. It's a part of my makeup. I ain't
gonna say no. Take that back. No, it's not a part of your makeup, because that's not. You grew out of that. So you become a stronger individual. You became a more knowledgeable and more wiser individual because of it. So it's not like you were go back to it. So it's not part of who you are. It's a part of your life experience.
I would never go back to that. I would never go back to that because I know how hard it is to get out of something like that. But again, like I said, they don't display this to you for a long time. An abuser, they're called an abuser for a reason, because they'll try to distance you from people that are close to you, and they get you by yourself. And abuse comes in many different forms, mentally, physically. I mean, emotionally, verbal. It tear you down. Tear you down. Like, they'll tear your self-esteem down first. Sometimes they just automatically start hitting you, but when they know that you love them or you in love with them, that's how they get you, So, and keep you away from people that's close to you, like your family and stuff like that. So that, because they don't want people to look at them or know what's really going on,
So what would you suggest to women out there, that somebody that may be watching right now? What would you suggest them do to get out?
I got tired. I don't know what I could suggest to another person and tell them to get out, because I mean, sometimes you don't have anywhere else to go, or you may feel like you don't have nobody else, or nobody gonna love you like he loved you, or it isn't,
Yeah, but you but as you, so if you're gonna be an advocate for somebody, that you have to.
I said I can talk to you to help you find different ways. Once I get to know you, say like if I know you and get to know your situation after we're talking, and do you have anywhere else to go? I mean, do you have anywhere else to go first?
So leaving is a suggestion.
Well, if sometimes they have kids that's involved. So sometimes it's kids that's involved, and if sometimes they say they're gonna you can't take my kids, and use certain stuff like that. At some point they'll say, I'm gonna kill myself, because if you leave, I'm gonna kill myself. Different stuff. I'm gonna kill myself. You so in love, you don't want him to kill himself, but what? That's at that time.
Don't go,
but
sir.
Right now,
I'd rather you go.
See you
keep beating on me.
See you.
I'm just
now. But to have been in that situation at that time, no. I tried.
But today, I mean, from listening to you today, you're saying if you can leave.
If you can leave.
So the suggestion is,
if you can leave, because he's gonna end up killing you, or you gonna end up killing him. And I'm gonna tell you what made me leave. What really made me leave? When I got tired. After beating me,
we got tissue. We told y'all some days it's gonna be tissue. It's all right. Talk about it then. Because that's what's going to... Go ahead. Be free. Be free.
I'm
Seriously.
trying.
Yeah. Be free. Be free.
I left because when he thought he was gonna beat my daughter, so I left.
So.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So if you can leave, leave before it's you or one of your kids. It's too. Uh, it's too relevant right now that women are being murdered at a rapid rate at the hands of men because you want them to leave or you don't want to be with them anymore. You know, it's not funny. It's not a game. It's not a joke. See, we laugh and we joke up here so much, but I never thought that I would ever sit here and talk about this, you know. But it is what it is. This is what happened.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's what the platform is for. You know, getting to know us, getting to know a bit about us, and things and ways that we can help, because oftentimes I feel like our current situations are based off our past trauma. Many people were raised and taught different ways, and we kind of grow up with that stuff. I remember we had a conversation about, like, back in the day growing up, everybody would go to one person's house or whatever, and so all the kids had to be outside of the presence of the adults.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we were always taught, don't be in grown folks' face, and,
right.
and don't talk when grown folks are talking. But sometimes a kid has something to say that's important or of an emergency, but we were always taught to be quiet. And if some, I know in some families you begin to start telling on people, and they say, don't say that, and you hush them up. So you grow up. Yeah, you grow up thinking, I can't tell nobody, I can't say anything, because this is what I was taught, this is how I was raised. But in order to be free, in order to not carry the burden or the weight of your past trauma, it's always best to get to the root of the situation and talk about it. And I tell anybody, my mom taught us, she always would say, don't hold your tongue. If it's on your mind and you feel that way, you express how you feel and you say it, and don't wait, because if you wait for tomorrow to express how you feel, what if something else happens tomorrow? Then you gotta go back and you're gonna be more upset than you were yesterday because something else has transpired. So I took it literally, and I know she told me some days, like, I regret even telling you that.
Right.
Pipe it down. But I am one that, if we have a problem today, I want to address the problem today. I don't want to address it next week or tomorrow, because something else might happen, and then not even with that same person, with someone else, and everything snowballs, and then you just end up going off on the wrong person. So I feel like at the end of the day, getting to the root of a situation. You kept saying something that was real relevant, such as your makeup. A lot of things in life, we feel like, is a part of who we are, or it has to be a part of who we become. But I've learned over time that, when you start addressing this stuff, and you start openly talking about this stuff, and you start expressing how you really feel about this stuff, then that's a weight lifted off of you. You know what I mean? It gives you more freedom to live and know that, a lot of times I know I've learned from people that have been in abusive relationships, they blame themselves. It's something I could have did different, or something I could have said different, or maybe I should have cooked, or maybe I should have just cleaned up, or maybe I shouldn't have had this on, or maybe I shouldn't have went there.
Right.
But when you realize that you are a victim of somebody who has no self-discipline and no self-control, to be able to talk about that stuff and express that stuff will definitely open you up to realizing that it wasn't me.
Oh, yeah, I know it wasn't me. I know that was his own insecurities, his own childhood trauma or whatever else that he I knew some of the stuff that he told me growing up as a child, or so now you know what I'm saying. He told me stuff like confidential, so I wouldn't say it, but a lot of men. One thing that I do know, not a lot, but when the abuser, most that I have, let me say, from talking to other women who's been in in similar situations or
has experienced
what I experienced, it's like an issue with their mom or something, like an issue with their mother, and that's what kind of draws them. You don't know, like, they love women, but at the same time, it's a deep down type of hatred towards a woman because they have some type of issue with their mother. Like, something within them that they had with their mother, or their mother won't there, or she won't. Boys, when they growing up, like, dang it, I can't think of what it was called. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna get back to it. But
brain freeze.
Brain freeze.
It's okay.
But boys growing up, they have a certain type of attraction to their mother at a certain point in their life, right? So when they looking at their mama a certain type of way and she doesn't fulfill everything, that plays a major part in them becoming a man. So a lot of them don't know how to treat women because they were lacking something, or once a incident or something from them being smaller make them have something towards a woman, or they feel like you gonna beat her up, or but you love her, but you don't know how to express it. You don't know how to express it because maybe you won't show them that as a child. You ain't get it when you wanted it, because as mothers we still have a life too. But we can't get y'all everything that y'all want at every time, But we not your mama.
Yeah, and
we not your mama.
When you say that, I came across an article about I think he was 10. The little boy was 10. And his mom didn't buy him some headphones or some kind of headsets, and he killed her. So I mean, I can definitely understand that, but that goes back to what I said, a lot of current situations come from past trauma. And those are the things that you have to go to the root cause. You have to get to the root of. And that's why I believe in therapy and counseling, psychiatrists, and I believe in attending these things, because a lot of things we can't work out within ourselves. A lot of things we can't work out with others. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I've learned that you sit down and you talk to a stranger about, somebody who can't judge you, somebody who can't, prejudge you because they know your past, or, discredit you because they know, somewhere where you've been or something that you've done. And, because a lot of people say, oh, you put yourself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you went there looking for, you know what I mean? You know how people do
something happened. Something happened to you. You shouldn't have went, or you shouldn't. Some people really just don't know.
No, yeah. A lot of times it's a genuine thing.
Right.
Like, I'm a genuinely go and check on Chris. I don't know that Chris has this deep down attraction to me. And when I go over there and I let him, confide. I let him confide in me, and he raped me because I was there for him.
Right.
No, I didn't want that. I wasn't looking for that. Chris got issues. Sick. And I'm not, so I don't know a Chris for real. Chris. I just threw that name out. So for all the Chris's, I ain't talk about y'all, but I'm just saying, so we have to, so that's why I'm telling you, I believe in therapy. You got to really start getting to know people, and, like you said, some stuff start from childhood, and that kind of stuff can be masked as you grow older, because you kind of put it to the back of your head until you're in a situation where you can start displaying who you really are and how you really feel. You know?
And what I was saying, I didn't want to say it wrong. So I had to make sure that I was going to say it right.
Okay, go for it.
It's the, I know you probably heard of it before, the Oedipus complex.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of the Oedipus complex?
No. Can I Google? Hey Siri.
Oedipus complex is a fruit
What
in
is
theory.
that?
Like,
Oedipus
remember?
complex.
Yeah, Oedipus complex.
Oedipus. Yeah.
Oedipus complex is an idea in psychoanalytic theory. The complex is a universal phase in the life of a young boy in which, to try to immediately satisfy basic desires, unconsciously wishes to have sex with his mother and disdains his father for having sex and being satisfied before him. Should I keep going?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Siri. That's deep. I've never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've run across a lot of psychos
Mm-hmm.
that fits them.
Mm-hmm.
That fits
Because at certain points, and it's not that they want to have sex with their mom. It's just that lacking of something from their mother. That's what I was saying. Not literally want to have sex with their mama, but their mama is this is
Everything
the
to
person
them.
that's supposed to feel every void.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, so when they're lacking that at a certain age, it becomes something as a grown man that makes them do certain stuff, and some of them are abusers.
So do you think it's you see? So it may not have been as a young. It may not have been as a young boy.
For him,
I mean,
it
as
was.
an adult. No, it may not be that they display this stuff as an adult. It's just that when that person gets in the picture, they see it. But it might have happened.
Come to
during
find
the
out,
child.
he had beat the beat.
He had beat the bee. He beat the bee.
The one before me.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
But
see,
so
that's
it
what
was
I'm saying.
just-
So that's what I'm saying. So when it gets to you, you felt like, not knowing his past, this started with me. Maybe I reminded him of his mother, or I did something, but it. So
It won't
when
let-
in
it's just that he
adulthood,
just ain't have a
It
mother.
started happening.
It's just that he didn't have a mother.
So he
She
could have
wasn't
been like
there.
this as
and
a teenager, and we just don't know.
we
the
were teenagers.
I'm talking about like a younger teenager before you met him.
I told you he was beating the girl before me,
Oh,
and I
that's what I'm
found
saying.
out later.
Okay, so it happened
He was
before.
beating her. He was beating me, and rest his soul. But he gone now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's just what it is. But I just said that so that it just came out.
It's all right.
know.
Sometimes stuff
It
just
just
got
came
to
out.
come out, and it's okay. Let it out.
I can't let
Kumbaya.
everything out. I
And
can't let
abate
it.
boye.
Kumbaya? Or did you say kumbaya?
I was kumbaya, and it was
And
a
then
kumbaya moment, but then
but
I
it's
just,
a boom bye
I know it's
bye.
a boom bye bye and a
Yeah.
bate boye.
Yeah.
I know, but I was in a kumbaya moment, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
just got into a Jamaican
boy.
mode for
Oh.
a minute. So I just
Yeah.
mixed. I'm like a deep. You know how I am, girl. You know I want to. You know all that.
She gonna make light of the situation. She gonna make
I not other
not
situation.
light, but she gonna make me.
'Cause
She
it's
gonna
real,
bring
but
me
we
back.
go-
She
yeah,
gonna
we-
make me laugh, or So
Gotcha.
earlier before we even started,
You
we
always
were
spilling to
asked.
me.
We were asked, have me and her ever fought? So have me and her ever fought? Have we ever really got into it? Like,
We ain't never.
We ain't never
We
fought.
ain't never fought. And
Never
we probably
fought.
got mad at each other and
Yeah.
not talked to each other for a while.
Yeah, wow.
But like
Not
as
never.
far as want to see you in the grocery store and be like, it's on site.
No.
No, we ain't never had. We ain't never
No,
had.
I'll be
those
mad at
moments.
her for, and then I'll be like, "What you doing?" Oh no, you'll call me and say, "Oh, I know you ain't still mad."
That's how I break the ice. I'm breaking.
That's how she break
So you
it.
still mad?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I don't care.
I
don't care.
We gonna talk today. Guess what?
And I
we
do
back.
not be wanting to talk.
But we be back. We be back after
I
that.
do not be wanting to
It's been a
talk.
minute though since we ain't talked. But I remember, I'm gonna say this, girl. You remember we won't talk. I don't know what happened, and you was being real petty. So I'm in the house eating in the little room, the little fancy room. They tell me something. You can't eat in here. Mama don't want nobody eating in here. So I was like,
She don't know.
Nuh-uh, she do. She do.
No, she don't.
She do. I say,
You
I
just do what you
told
want to
on
do.
I told on you. I say, she said, where you go at? I say, because Misha was being petty. Talking about you ain't want nobody eating. Girl, you know you can eat where you want to eat at. I say, I already
See,
know.
she let
but
her do
was-
what she want to do.
She was being petty.
But they'll say it. They say stuff to me, but they won't say it to her.
But she
So
don't understand that I'm the favorite child that I'm just the fave child that's
That's just
not their
because she can
child.
preach. That's just because she can preach.
Oh, Lord.
And
Now
I'm
watch
just-
the episode. We unblocking our brother now. Because now I need to know that.
No, I ain't saying it like that. But I'm just saying I'm talking about again. Because you preach, you hang with them, you go to church, and you.
I don't hang with them no more, so they could.
But you know you
easily
did.
not like me. I did.
You
I
did.
know
You
I
hung
started
with
hanging
them.
with them hard.
You hung with them and left me, kicked me to the curb. I
did.
felt some type of way.
I did.
Didn't even hang with me no more. She go, girl, she in church.
Every Monday,
Girl,
Wednesday,
she in church.
Friday, Sunday. Me and them kids. Boy,
In church.
I tell you, we was in that church. We was in that church.
And where was I at?
In the club. I saw them pictures. I was like, why
That's
ain't in
why
none of these pictures?
But that's because you was going to church. But that's
was
why
in the
that's why I don't really like going out now though.
Because you went out so
I
much.
did it
like
so
went
much. You was.
But we started early, so I could feel the same. I took a break. I think I took
You took a long break.
I took a 10-year break.
You was in church.
Yeah, I took a 10-year break.
Preaching. That's how they got me to come.
Yeah, I took a 10-year break. But
That's how they got me there. Leah preaching tonight. You coming? Oh, okay. All right, I'm coming.
Change your life. Change your life. It changed my life.
It's a good thing,
It
though.
is. It's a good. I'm telling you, God really changed my life.
I'm still working.
Remember, I was in the neighborhood knocking on the doors and telling the people come to my house for Bible study. Boy, they was weak. They was like, "What? Are you serious?"
Oh yeah,
This
you
is
was
set up.
real.
I was serious. I was like, "Y'all come on to church." You know, a couple of them went to church with me.
It's still
That's when
in
they
you, though.
really. I'm gonna tell you what. So we at Darnicia house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Johnny gonna put on the gospel. We doing, anytime somebody cut the music on, it's karaoke for Leah. I don't care where I'm at. I'm grabbing a mic and I'm turning it into karaoke because I love to sing and I love to rap. And I think that's what I should have been. But maybe in my next life form, I'll probably be music producer, DJ, rapper, / all of that.
Next lifetime.
MC Lily.
Right.
So so we over there and I'm singing. We got the mic and we doing karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny say, "Oh, wait a minute, I got a song to sing. I got a song to play." And she done put on the church music. It turned into a whole Sunday service. And next thing you know, I had the mic and everybody was leaving, but everybody stopped at the door and it was in me. It started coming out and it was just like I was preaching.
You started preaching.
I was preaching.
Oh, girl, I missed the whole service. I had to
They
work.
was like, yes, and they was rocking and we had the tambourine claps and
oh, y'all had church.
Girl, we had church but you know what?
Mm.
It felt so good.
Mm.
It felt so good when she switched up the music. It was unbelievable how you just transform the atmosphere and you just get into the spirit of God, man. It felt great. I love the Lord.
Yes.
And can't nobody take that from me. I love him.
Right.
I've been, life happened to me, and a lot of people be like, "Well, why you don't I don't see you," because I used to preach speak at different churches and stuff, and it just be like, life happened. I never let go of God.
Right.
I just,
left the building.
I just left the building, but God is still in me. You know what I'm saying? And everywhere I go, I try to leave. My footprint in somebody's life. By sharing God with them. I'll never cease from praising them.
Right.
I'll never cease from praying to him.
Right.
And I'll never cease from giving him thanks and edifying him.
I know that's right.
That's who I am, Leah J. For all those who thought I slipped and fell off.
That's what the J stand for.
You heard me? I'm still here, live and in color. So, judge what you see if you want to.
There's your mama.
That's all to it. But that's the thing, though. People look at you or you missing out of a place and people think you fell off, regardless of what it is. It can be financially. You can, stop hanging with people and they'll be like, oh, they fell off. Or, you can go home and exercise and start eating good, lose a little bit of weight. Then you come outside, oh, they on drugs or they got HIV or AIDS. Or, man, I don't care what people say. I don't care. Oh, she's done backslid and I don't care what people say. You don't know what people go through. You don't know what's going on in people's life when they ain't on the scene no more. People get themselves together. You know what I'm saying?
Say la.
Yeah, that part. But yeah, that's that random. That was that randomly thinking out loud part of the podcast.
This whole podcast been randomly thinking out loud. Look what you got me to do.
I ain't get you to do
Randomly
that. I was
tell
just
my
talking about
business.
what we. No, baby. You see how they do it? A minute. Read in for the viewers. I said every day we celebrate these things.
Yeah.
We do. We celebrate these things. I don't like to keep. I wear all white any time of the year. I don't care who told who after Labor Day you don't do this or before Labor Day you don't do that. I'm just gonna do what I do. Everybody know me. I make the rules. I change the rules. That's just how I live. I live on the edge. I just do.
You always live on the edge.
I do, but
always.
I think that makes
makes
me who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
it's a part of your personality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I like it. I like me. I love
me. I like you too.
Yeah.
I like you too. I think that's why we
Girl, I love you.
I love you too.
You like me.
I love you too. I thought about that earlier.
I'm mad at you though.
Oh Lord.
Hello.
She always mad at me.
I am mad at you.
She always want me to do what she want me to do when she want me to do it. And we ain't even going there today.
Okay, go ahead.
We ain't
I'm
going
ready to
there
go
today.
there. I want to go there.
We ain't going there today,
right,
man. It ain't for.
We're going to take it off the camera.
Okay.
I thought y'all were going to get into a little piece of this tea. We're going to sip this tea 101.
Yeah, because
it's tea to sip.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But I am.
Are you still talking about?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I feel it. No, wait a minute. What you talking about?
What we just
you
said
talking
earlier?
About the new? No.
Oh.
We're gonna sip tea off of that too.
Oh, okay.
Trust and believe
More like
me.
some wine.
I've been staying away
from wine.
Mm-hmm.
I've been staying away from the liquor, not wine.
Yeah, I've been staying away from both.
Okay.
Just
it helps me go to sleep.
Sipping my tea.
It helped me go to sleep.
Girl,
at
I had
night.
insomnia last night, and nothing helped me go to sleep.
You probably needed some wine.
I'm talking about
wine put you to sleep. Wine help you go to sleep. Relax.
It gives me a headache.
Oh, it do.
Yeah, lately it's been giving me a headache.
Well, that's like the only thing that I can do. You know, I can't do nothing else. I never was a smoker, so I can't do that anyway. The job.
Oh.
Yeah. And they really cracking down on the job. I never could smoke anyway. You know, I always been the one to hallucinate, be seeing.
I be the one that just.
I be seeing stuff.
It takes all the stress away. It helps. Marijuana heals for all those who keep that. Marijuana heals.
I see stuff. I'm a hallucinator. I'm thinking somebody trying to come get me, my kids, everybody. See, that's part of that abuse.
Let it go.
I'm serious.
Let it go.
I'm serious. Always think somebody trying to get me.
We're going to start letting it go. Let it go.
That's
let
a good.
It go. Yeah,
let it go.
Let it go.
And you know what? And it's, how many years it's been?
It's been 20.
My son is 24. Shaquille, 24 years old.
I be losing count of these kids.
He 24 years old, and that's the child I was pregnant with when it happened.
Yeah, I be losing count.
And he say, "Mom, my daddy couldn't have been that bad. I think my daddy couldn't have been that bad. Man, I would have punched him in his face."
Then you would have made him right. If you would have punched him, you would have made him right. Yeah, it was you.
Yeah, you're right. Because that's what mom. Because you crazy. No, yo.
Yeah, y'all only see the after effect.
Yeah, right.
And that's why
I was Leo back when we was a teenager. I was so vulnerable, and I think I was green. I was
you
green.
Just called me the victimizer, and I want to clear that up for the people that's watching, because I didn't forget that. I was not the victimizer. It might have.
Did I call you a victimizer?
Yeah, because you said you want the victim, so that means I was the opposite. I was the abuser.
Right. Not the victim.
No, not the victim.
Not the victimizer.
What's victimizer? Ain't that the one that victimized?
Victimized. I was victimized.
You know, I make my own word.
Yeah, you just made that up. You was the abuser.
Thesaurus and dictionary.
Abuser. I didn't say victimizer. I said abuser.
I didn't abuse. You can't judge what you don't see.
Me?
Now, no, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. A lot of people thought I was an abuser, but I was actually defending myself.
From what? Tell me. I want to know. From what?
Wait a minute.
I want to know. From what? Because listen, hold on. Because my abuser might No. He couldn't even say nothing like that.
Listen,
But
behind closed doors
uh-huh.
was one thing, and then when we got in a public place, like how you have an image to live up. You're not gonna just beat me.
Who had an image? You?
I felt like I had an image to live up to
because we was outside fighting people.
No. I'm talking about in that relationship.
Where so it was
you
violent, wanted to be
because that relationship was violent. It was like an Ike and Tina Jane.
No. Ike and Tina. Tina only fought back that last time. I was Ike and Tina.
Okay, so
you was Mike Tyson.
Switch.
I was in an Ike and Tina situation.
I'm not an abuser though, for real. I just don't. I'm like a no nonsense person. You hit me, I'm gonna do something to you. That's it. Whether you sleep, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I can beat a man. But if you sleep, don't go. If you hit me or you do something to me, just don't put your hands on me, because I ain't gonna put my hands on you.
I mean, I'm like that now.
Now you go to sleep.
That's now because of what I've been through. I'm like that now. There's no way that I'm gonna accept somebody beating on me and now, because I know my worth. Now, I mean, I was a teenager then. I was like, that was the first real relationship I was in, Like, no, I was manipulated and thought that, you love me. And I was green and I was young. Mm-hmm. I ain't know nothing. I was in the house. For real, all I knew was us around Northview and just running, and playing and getting into little fights. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But not with no man. I ain't have to fight no man. I never... Yeah. First relationship, and then I got to fight. Like, fight? Not even fight. I won't even fight. And I was just getting beat down.
Life. I've been fighting all my life. I'm just saying.
So do I.
He dead and gone. Let it go.
Yeah, he dead and gone.
Let it go. But I really applaud you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, because you have shocked me tonight on different levels.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, girl, but
you knew?
Tea time.
You knew?
No.
I told you about it.
All that. I'm just saying to open up.
Oh, to tell people.
To tell the strangers.
Right.
I mean, with families. We're going to be family soon. We in your living room. We in your bedroom. We in the bathroom with you. We on your car ride to work. We going to be family. Sister, cousin, friend, uncle, aunt.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
But thank God that you survived.
Cousin. I had one of my younger cousins ask me not too long ago. No, she didn't ask me. She told me. She say, "I thought you was mad at me." So I say, "Why?" She should be like in her late 20s, early 30s. I don't even know. So many of them. But she said, "I thought you was mad at me." And I said, "Why? Mad at you about what? What you talking about?" She said, "Cause I remember that time when I came over your house and you was getting beat up and I ain't help you." I said, "Girl, you was a child. You think I wanted you to help me? I wanted you to stay in that room with the rest of the kids, cause so he wouldn't do nothing to you. I'm glad you ain't come out that room and try to help me. I never wanted you to help me. I never was mad at you about that. You was a child. I was a child. So you was definitely a child. But yeah, it's just, and I can go on and on talking about that. I would, but I can't, because some days I would be just bawling, crying for real if I tell some of the stuff that happened.
Domestic violence
Go ahead.
a couple years ago.
Go ahead, let's do it.
Yeah, and I want to read it.
And read it like you got some meaning to it, so I can.
I'm gonna try.
Act like you me, and have some feeling with it.
I'm gonna try. I gotta
Stop putting yourself in my shoes.
Oh, I don't want to wear
some
those.
Emphasis in it. No, you don't want to wear that.
No.
You could hit me in my eye and still turn black.
Just.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit me in my head or anything, my eye turn black. That's how many black eyes I used to have. Just,
Love yourself, though, for real. Love yourself enough.
You gotta love yourself first.
Talk about it while I look for this.
You gotta love yourself first, because self-love is one thing but when somebody come along and they make you think that they love you more than you love yourself, That's the trick right there. They be nice to you, and it seems like something just too good to be true. That's when you just, don't give nobody your all. Don't give them your all until you know it's real. Until you know, and
get to know somebody.
Yeah, get to know people. Like, be friends first. Don't automatically move in. Don't let them move in, or get to know them. Get to know these dudes. Like, take your time with them. I say a couple of years first.
What? No, what they take? It don't take a couple of years.
It take years to know somebody for real.
You will never get to know somebody. So I come against that, because I don't care if you've been with somebody for 50 years. Hold on. I don't care if you've been with somebody for 50 years. They could do something today to shock you.
But that ain't what I'm talking about.
I ain't know you.
I'm talking about, how long do you think you should get to know somebody before y'all cohabitate together?
It don't take years.
It don't take years, girl.
It don't take years. It don't take years. To me, I can be in a room with you for
how long you think it takes?
I can be in a room with you for a couple hours. I can see you, like, let's say we dating, right? And we go out 3 times a week. By the 3rd week, I know if you somebody I want to be with. I know if you somebody I can live with. I know, oh yeah. I'm telling you, because that comes, I think I talked about it before. I do like this, I got this like observation thing of people that I don't do consciously. I do it self-consciously. So,
but it's all right to be friends with somebody and they live over there and you live over here, and y'all get to know each other, and then later on, if y'all decide to cohabitate,
why
then
do you feel like it takes years?
Because, Leah, people switch up. Look how they said, what we talking about right now? People switching up, and then you automatically jump.
The same way.
I ain't saying everybody. I ain't saying everybody. Some people won't show you who they are because they know they are abusers and they know they are the devil. They know they the devil, so they gonna trick you into thinking certain things about them, and then when they really come out, they'll show themselves eventually. But if you take your time and be their friend and then hold off on automatically moving with somebody, maybe it may not take 1 or 2 years for you, but I'm just saying, to really, really feel like you got to know somebody, get to seeing why they happy, seeing why they sad, seeing why they mad at first, for real. See somebody when they mad and see how mad they get. What's the extent of them getting mad?
To me, that don't take years. It don't take years.
Some people can hide that for a long time.
We talked about, the last episode, we talked about discernment and feeling energy and vibes. You can look at somebody the way they talk, and you can say something to somebody, and you can look at their facial expression or their body language change to know that, oh, they ain't pleased with what I just said. Mm-hmm. And you can tell what kind of, like, almost what kind of manner a person
But what I'm saying is living with somebody. So if you got your own place and they got their own place or whatever, it ain't you just gonna give it up and y'all just gonna move together. Nowadays, most of the times when people moving together, they automatically moving together. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. Don't automatically let no nigga come and move with you because you ain't gonna know who they are. You understand what I'm saying? And then when they show themselves and then they showing you that they crazy, it's gonna be hard for you to put them out because then they're gonna want to try to do something to you. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's basically what I'm saying. So really just try to get to know people, be their friend, get to know them, understand what type of character they have, not just their personality, because their personality is different from your character. Your character is like your morals and your traits and stuff like that. Your personality is you just sitting there and they laughing and joking all the damn time, but that don't mean that they're a good person. Somebody can sit around you all the time, and every time you around them, they laughing and joking, and they just the life of the party. Mm-hmm. But when you really get to know them, their character is demonic. They're a whole different person. They might not have none of the same beliefs that you have. So, I'm saying get to know their character, not just their personality, So, did you find the poem yet?
I'm so mad at myself. Because I can't find it. I wrote it some years ago, and it's in here somewhere.
Well, maybe she'll find it, and we'll be able to do it the next time. But then you just want to do one? Because you got some good poems. Let's say something.
Yeah, I got a good one.
You got one on abuse, though?
Yeah, I got
one. But
one.
why you got one on abuse? Where you get it from?
From just...
Me?
watching. Yeah, it came. Most of it came from after you told your story, and most of it came from seeing people and knowing other loved ones that was going through it. And
Oh, so you know a lot of people that was getting
yeah,
abused.
and was going through it. And it's just it kind of revealed how people look, how people hid stuff.
Mm.
And I'm so mad.
I
I'm
tried
so
to hide it for a long time. I really, really hid it from when I would go over my parents' house though. My mama knew because one day I was a teenager, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this when it had first started. And he had just took me, we went out of town shopping. He bought me this red leather coat right there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that coat.
I remember that coat.
Remember that coat? That red leather coat. That sucker, I walked to the store. Me and Alicia walked to the store, came back. Guess what he said? I was with a nigga. That quick. That quick, huh? What? We walked to the store. What you talking about? All I know, I was getting dragged up and down Chesapeake Boulevard all that night. Threw me in the traffic. I'm glad ain't nobody. Yeah, girl, I ain't get hit by no car. My baby was, by then, I'd have had the baby. It was just crazy. Like, I thank God that I got out of that situation and that I'm still alive to be able to tell somebody else about it. I ain't really go into too many details because if I sit, usually it'll break me down, but I'm only still talking about it because Lil can't find her poem.
I found one poem. It's not the one on abuse, but I'll read it the next time because it was a good one too.
Okay, go ahead,
it was
put
a
some
good
emphasis in this.
I'm gonna try to put some
Yeah.
to some.
Yeah.
So this one was from 2017. It says she came with a purpose and a mission to complete. She has no time to get upset, argue, or debate. Her purpose is sketched in her heart. Not too many can see it, for she keeps it hid from the eye so that it won't get damaged. People come and people go, so she has no time for her future to be exposed. Her purpose is her life. It's the fire that burns deep inside. She knows where she's going, and her future is shining bright. Walk with your head up, queen. Walk tall and proud. Never listen to the negativity that attempts to cross your path. Walk with full confidence. Let your walk speak real loud. Because all the hell life's put you through, you deserve to walk boldly through the crowd. You see, she came with a purpose in mind. There's no need to figure it out. She has come in spite of the evidence of past mistakes and wrong turns. If only you knew the tale she holds, you wouldn't be half as concerned at why she walks with her head held high and never blinks at the cutting of the eye or the stares of those who despise her. Purpose implies that your destination is a set course, one that shouldn't be deterred from. Fight through each obstacle like you've got something to lose. Be on a mission to reach your goals, not looking at those around you. Because everybody has a story to tell, some much deeper than yours, but it won't matter unless you lose focus of the natural cause. Driven by my purpose, led by pure determination to win.
That's good.
That was from
was
2017.
But that was a good one. Go back to it though, so I can show you how you're supposed to read.
Oh, she go. That's why I be telling her, just read it. Just read them for me.
But they're your poems.
I know, but I don't know how to. I'm so
this.
dramatic. I know we had
Remember
a whole
we did
day.
this,
A
though?
whole day.
She comes with a purpose and a mission to complete. She has no time to get upset, argue, or debate. That's just like that. Like you.
I tried. What happened? I just gave up. I just started
She
reading.
came with a purpose and a mission to complete.
I
But
just read it with
seen
some
it?
fire.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
going to
you
put
do
some
on
fire
everything
under my
else.
feet when I read my stuff next time. So, party people, we appreciate y'all coming out, watching us, allowing us to come into your living room, into your house, into your lives. We are 2 P's in the podcast, randomly thinking out loud. Your girl, Leah J.
And I'm Kamisha.
And we appreciate y'all coming out and watch. Till next Thursday, we out. Peace.
Yes.
Cut.